What's up, investors? Dean here. If you like innovative companies, if you like technology companies, if you like companies that ARK Invest bought, and if you like companies that I personally think are going to take over their industry, then you will love this video. This video is on a company called Roblox Corporation. You may or may not have heard about them. They just became public. And I did a lot of research for this video for you guys. I watched a 3-hour investor presentation. So for that reason alone, if you could just hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, I'd really appreciate it because it's going to save you a whole lot of time. So I watched that video, I did some more research, and I was absolutely amazed by what this company is doing. I'm not gonna lie to you, I personally had not heard about them before I did this research, but now that I have, I can guarantee that this is a company that I am definitely going to buy in as soon as I can. I think I'm going to buy some tomorrow or the next day, depending how we go, because there is some talk about them also becoming a bit of a meme stock as well, which could really affect the stock price, and I personally don't want to pay too much for this company. However, when I saw what they did, when I watched that video and I heard what they're thinking about doing in the future, I just knew this is a company that I had to buy. So with all that out of the way, let's just start off with the stock price for Roblox Corporation. As I said, they literally just became public, and currently they're trading at $69.50 a share. We had a very sharp run up, and then we had a bit of consolidation. We're up in the after hours, but I think this is nothing. I think this is cheap right now. Personally, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please always do your own research before investing. But I think this is a price that I'd personally be perfectly okay getting in with. And if they drop down more, I'll personally probably just pick up some more stock, because when I saw what this company does right now and what they plan to be doing in the future, I was just absolutely blown away. So here's their website. I just want to speak about their corporate overview real quick here. Roblox's mission is to build a human co-experience platform that enables billions of users to come together to play, learn, communicate, and explore and expand their friendships. Roblox is powered by a global community of over 8 million developers who produce their own immersive multiplayer experiences using Roblox Studio, our intuitive desktop design tool. Roblox is ranked as one of the top online entertainment platforms for audiences under the age of 18 based on average monthly visits and time spent. Our popularity is driven purely by our community of users and developers. So Roblox is not actually a game. Think about it more like a platform. So imagine an online version of the Earth, right? That's Roblox. It's just an online version of the Earth with nothing on it, a clean slate. And to get onto it, you make your character that represents you, and you can customize them how you like, and you go onto this Earth. Well, that Earth gives people like developers the opportunity to use the Roblox Studio, which is a separate thing, to create a game or an experience of some sort to put on that Earth. So say I downloaded the Roblox Studio and I wanted to make a game where you basically, it's like a simulation of driving an excavator. So I make this simulation of driving an excavator and I put it on this Earth, on the Roblox platform. And what then happens is, if another player who is on Roblox with their character wants to experience this, wants to get onto my excavator and drive it, they can. And now that's just one idea, one experience. Someone else might make a car racing game or a shooting game, or who knows, whatever experience they want to create, whatever they can create, they can make it and upload it. People can also create maybe different hairstyles, different weapons, different clothing for the character, which they can also sell for their online currency, which is also translatable to real money. Basically, if I was a creator and I created this really cool outfit on this game that everyone wanted and people were buying it, well then Roblox would actually also pay me, giving me the opportunity to start essentially a real business. And this is what some people are doing. People are literally creating all these different stuff for Roblox, all these different games or whatever you like to think about that they've created, that they've got on there, and all these people are buying it. And if they're really good, they're actually getting a secondary income just from selling these on the marketplace to people who want to buy it. And what I found interesting was when I was watching some other videos about Roblox or reading through some articles that had comments enabled on them, people were saying all the time, it seems to be the same trend. Parents were saying, my kids have made me spend so much money on this game. I want to invest in this stock because I can finally get some of that money back. So that's telling me, just for looking at it, that kids are on this game and they're saying to their parents, can I please have money, please, and please have money for this, have money for this. And what they're literally buying is these simulations or whatever they are buying from these creators. And the money is going, obviously some money is going to Roblox. I don't doubt that. But also these developers are getting money, which encourages them to develop more, and it makes the game better and better and better, because obviously the better quality of the creations, the more people would want them, the more money they get. And the CEO actually said that they're planning to eventually have Roblox. If you look at it now, it is highly simulated. You can tell it's a game, but they're saying they're planning to have the quality of it down the track to eventually be the same quality of a movie. And that's just crazy. That just makes me see a future where people don't even have life in real life. They just play these games and they're into them because they've got their own character. They're connecting friends so you can meet with other people. I think they said, I've just got it written down here. On my notes, I got written down here that there are people from over 180 countries that play this game. So I'm just going to paraphrase real quick what the CEO said in that 3-hour video. He said basically that he doesn't want people to just be jumping online with their real life friends. He wants them to make friends in the game with people all over the world, and he wants this platform to be a way to connect them. With all these experiences available, the idea is for players to get to them instantly. Imagine Netflix, where you simply press your movie, you have your tablet, you scroll through and you press the movie you want to watch. Well, Roblox has a similar thing. However, instead of movies, it's the different experiences or whatnot. So if you find a game you want, you just press it and just boom, takes you to that place. Suddenly you're in that game with your character playing, whether it be car driving or shooting, whatever it is, it's there. And that's what makes this platform very exciting, because it's games inside a game that are created by people who are playing the game, and it's got this online economy. Now, obviously at the start, this was just more an experience like driving the excavator, or maybe that's more like a game, depends how you look at it, or games like driving race cars. However, they want it to also be learning, and where, for example, say you're in class. Well, instead of just learning about a physics experiment, you can go onto Roblox and you can live the simulation, live this experiment in real life. You can see it happen. So it might be teaching about momentum or car crashes. Well, instead of just talking about it, they can get onto the Roblox platform, and using the realistic physics and technology of the game, they could physically see this car crash happen and talk about it and learn about it that way. Or if you want to dissect a frog, instead of having to dissect a real frog, you can dissect a virtual frog onto the game, which has multiple benefits in itself, particularly with teaching, because I think that if you're physically doing it, you're learning a lot more than you are than just by talking about it. And that person relates to me. I'm more of a visual learner. As much as I like reading about things and whatnot, I think experience them firsthand is definitely the best way that I learn, at least. And I know there are a lot of other people like that. And one thing that Roblox had recently done, just to highlight how much of an experience this could be, is they had basically a virtual concert where people went there to the avatars and they had real performers in virtuality there. So kids around the world could experience a virtual concert like they were at a real concert with their friends, with their real life friends who had the avatars there, or even friends or people that they've become friends with from all over the world on this game, and they got to experience that. And that's just one idea of one thing they had. We could have maybe boxing matches, maybe sporting events, maybe soccer. That's where this game is heading towards, and that's what they're building towards. They really want this game, this platform, to be a place where you can basically do anything you can do in real life, but more. So now that we have a good understanding of exactly what Roblox is, let's talk about the financials, and I want to speak about some other news about the company that I've come across that has to be addressed also. Roblox expects approximately 1.5 billion of revenue 2.1 billion in non-GAAP bookings for year ending December 31st, 2021. That is massive. For the first quarter of 2021, the company currently expects daily active users of 37.6 million to 3.9 million daily users, representing year-over-year growth of 59 to 68%. Hours engaged, 8,600 million to 9,000 million hours, representing year-on-year growth to 76 to 85%. Revenue, 320 million to 335 million, representing year-on-year growth of 98 to 107%. Non-GAAP bookings of 550 million to 575 million, representing year-on-year growth of 120 to 130%. 51 million of one-time expenses related to the company's direct listing, and fully diluted share count approximately 652 million shares as of March 31st, 2021. This measure is calculated with a treasury stock method basis with respect to all common and preferred shares, assuming a hypothetical per share price of $45 a share, the price at which we issued our preferred stock in the latest round of private funding. For the second quarter of 2021, the currently expects daily users of 34.5 million to 36.3 million, representing year-on-year growth of 3 to 9%. Hours engaged, 7,600 million to 8,000 million, representing year-on-year growth of -11 to -7%. Revenue, 350 million to 372 million, representing year-on-year growth of 75 to 86%, and non-GAAP bookings of 500 million to 525 million, representing year-on-year growth of 1 to 6%. Obviously, there are some big numbers being thrown around here and some big growth that this company expects to achieve. And I will be keeping an eye, as someone who is going to invest in this company, as someone who is going to continue speaking about this stock on this channel. So subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out, because I will continue speaking about them. But I will be keeping my eye out for these earning releases, and I want to see if they hit their numbers, because that is obviously very, very important. And if they exceed these numbers, it will be great. If they don't make them, obviously not that good. RBLX stock, Roblox, that's the ticker symbol by the way, RBLX. Can the meme stock frenzy take Roblox to 120? Perhaps the most anticipated direct listing we've seen in some time is upon us. Shares of Roblox began trading today and opened substantially higher than the $45 price that it was initially set by the New York Stock Exchange. At the time of writing, Roblox stock are up 60% higher at nearly $71 a share on heavy volume. Here's why some analysts believe the stock may have much more upside potential from here. Investors target a massive near-term range. As with any IPO or direct listing, volatility is the norm in any stock's early days. The market undertakes a price discovery process on new stocks, and such massive stock price swings are normal. A recent poll of investors undertaken by research firm Bernstein suggests investors have a wide range of expectations for how this stock could perform in the near term. On the upside, those bullish on the stock believe a $120 level is reasonable. Pessimists have indicated that the stock can be expected to lift below the $45 price set by the New York Stock Exchange. Retail investors like the stock right now. Investors in Roblox cite the company's unique business model as a reason to own this gaming company right now. I personally agree, but that's not financial advice. Essentially, users develop their own games on the platform. According to developers, they are able to rake in 30% of the proceeds of the game, including virtual outfits and avatars, with the remaining margin going to Roblox. Their business model has been very successful and has resulted in very active developer and user community. Roblox users base mainly consists of teens and tweens, with more than 31 million daily active users as of the past quarter, according to its S1 initial public offering prospectus. Accordingly, it's no surprise the stock is surging today, given that what we've seen with other high-flying meme stocks of late, Indeed, if we see retail momentum continue, Roblox stock could be a winner for traders betting on this IPO. Now, I personally wouldn't call this a meme stock. I think it's a great company, and I really think that it has a bright future because of what it does. There is essentially nothing that I can't see this company doing on the online world. And if this becomes a meme stock, right, if people start hyping it up and it just goes crazy, it will be good for a swing trade. It will be good for short-term investors. However, it's just going to come back down. It's not going to maintain at really, really high prices if it's all hype alone. The company needs to fundamentally support these prices. I wouldn't be buying this stock at 120 a share. I'd look at buying it now, but not 120 a share. That's not saying that it can't get there. I really think they can get there. And when I invest in this company, this is not a swing trade for me. It is a long-term hold. In saying that, if I invest and then I see it become some Reddit meme stock and it just goes up like crazy, I'm going to sell because I've gone up so much and I think it's going to drop back down, and I'll buy back in when it does. That's how I would play it. However, that's not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Please always do your own research before investing. The last thing I want to speak about on this company is this right here. ARK Invest bought 519,086 shares of Roblox. It is a tiny percent of their ETF. Okay, it is literally less than 0.5% of the ETF. However, we know ARK, and when they buy and buy and buy. And I fully expect them to be buying this really consistently over a large period of time, no matter what the price is. They did the same with Workhorse. They did the same with a lot of other companies, and I fully expect them to do the same with this. I am bullish on this company. I want to buy this company, and this will wrap up the video. So please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out when I talk about this company again. My goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers, and if you can help me get there, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Till next time, have a good one.